sad about what's happening to our country. Very sad. The system is corrupt. They're all cynical, and they don't do what's right for the country. And he's been a negative force. He has been a divisive force. He has not helped us. There are many, many lies. We've got some very bad people. We have people that are morally corrupt. And we can't have bad people leading this country. We can't have people that are not the right people leading this country. We need people that want what is good for this country. And the people that want to do what's right, and that try to do what's right, they're sidelined, they're hurt, they are not allowed to act, and it's wrong. We need to be able to express ourselves. Vladimir Putin is playing us like a fiddle. We can't continue to go this way much longer. Without proper leadership, you're going to have some very, very huge problems. We have to preserve freedom here. We have to preserve our country, or it will not be passed on to our children. But despite all this, don't worry. Don't worry. Because I say, enough with the nonsense. Our country has been made by generations upon generations of people that have come here from harrowing conditions all over the world. And they've come here to create a new people. They've come here to create a new place. A great, great dream that people all over the world have had and still have, America. We have been the greatest refuge for human dignity, for freedom, and for goodness in the history of the world. We're a land of values, and we're a land of dreams. We're a land of freedom, we're a land of peace, we're a land of courage, we're a land of ambition. And we're a land of neighborhood, and we're a land of family. And we're a land of compassion. We are not going to abandon the America and the dream that our ancestors created. We're not going to do it. To do so would crush the human spirit, and we're not going to do it. We need to give America new life. We need to renew our dedication to her purpose. As Abraham Lincoln said, this, the last best hope of mankind on earth, shall never perish. And it's our job to make sure that happens. We are entrusted with making sure that happens, with passing America and her dream on to the next generation and to the rest of the world. This country is starving for leadership. A leadership that will revive our spirits, restore integrity to government. But above all, we need optimism and we need enthusiasm. As important as our economy is, what is more important is restoring the spiritual and moral values that made our country great. That's more important. We will not only have economic health, we will have moral health. And we need it, and it's more important. It's far more important. These values must be restored to our nation and to our nation with our dealings with other nations all around the world. We need to send a very clear message. America should always be sending a loud and clear message to the rest of the world that we stand for eternal values, freedom, goodness, and dignity, and creativity. We stand for those things, and we need to, by our actions, our words, and what we do with others, We need to constantly send that message to the rest of the world that America still lifts her golden lamp beside the door and we stand up for what's right in the world. That's what we do. That's what we do. And I speak specifically of billions of people that live under oppression out there. We may think that we've defeated the dictators. Well, we're wrong. We're wrong. They may not all be under one name like our former opponents, the Nazis and the Soviets. But all over the world, we have many, many enemies. This is human misery. It's human tragedy. And it's got to stop. And if we fix our problems here, and if we're tough, and if we're strong, we can make a difference. We need to be very tough on everybody out there, on all the dictators, on all the bad people. Because we are the only one that can do it. And we start by solving our problems and by loving others. Because we cannot afford to allow these many people to live in the chains of slavery, and the worst thing we could ever do is to sit silently while we make deals with the slaveholders. We're better than that. The voice of the American people must be heard in Washington. People have to know what's going on and they have to hear it. There's many people all over the country that they just want to have a good life. They just want to take care of their families. They just want to work. They don't want to have to be involved in politics. Well, these are the people that know that something's wrong. Well, they are silent no longer. And you know what? We're not going to ever live in a climate of fear anymore. We're not going to live in a climate of fear. We are going to live in a climate of faith. And we are not going to live in a climate of divisiveness. We are going to live in a climate of unity because we want unity. We're a divided nation, but we need to come together. We need to restore that sense of community where anyone from any race, creed, color, background, or heritage can come and they know that they have friends there and that they're welcome there. And that they will be welcomed with open arms and that they can be part of a community and part of a neighborhood and that they can all make a difference together. We need to restore that spirit. We need leadership, not hate. We need to rise above our differences, and we need to do what's good for the country, and we need to do what's good for the world. We're going to create new believers. New believers. All over our country and all over the world. New believers who believe in the promise of America, who believe in what it stands for, and who believe in her purpose. It's time that we rededicated ourselves to the purpose of America. Let us pledge ourselves to each other, to freedom, to dignity, to hope, to faith, and to God. I believe that this country longs for a spiritual renewal. And we're going to do it. We're going to renew and revitalize our country. Thank you. Thank you.